Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when Okia Omtata took the matter to the court to do with the 2023 finance bill, the High Court listened to the case that was presented, and out of it they found that William Ruto has a case to answer, or the state has a case to answer to do with that finance bill. Because of that, they suspended the operationalization of the finance bill until the matter is heard and determined. Of course, it was by 5 days, they came to 10 days, and now the last solution was that the matter was given to CJ Martha Koome to constitute a bench to listen to this case. Then they will come out with a determination, maybe a bench of 3, 5, or 7, but maybe it will be just 3. And because of this, both sides of Kenya Kwanza and Azimio have been trying to interpret this issue. And Faram Ali is among the people who are also giving their own view to this matter. According to Faram Ali, he's saying that the court is one arm of government. Not the court, the judiciary is one arm of government. We have the National Assembly and we have the executive. In his own word, he's saying that none of these arms should interfere with each other. And therefore, what the court has done by suspending operationalization of the finance bill is a way of interfering with another arm of government. So my question is, which arm of government is this one that Faram Ali thinks that the court is interfering with? Is he talking about the National Assembly or the executive? Because now we have the judiciary here. But then Miguna Miguna also is responding to Faram Ali on the same, and is just wondering which school did Faram Ali go to? Because remember, Faram Ali is a lawyer. First of all, let us go to Faram Ali's views. This is what he said. The exercise of the 3 arm of government cannot be interfered by any arm against other. For the court to come out and say we are suspending the Finance Act that was done by Parliament is the highest of ignorance of the law and the failure to understand how democracy works. That's Faram Ali. Now, listen to Miguna Miguna's response. Which law school did this one go to? I am just curious. Faram Ali remarks, this suspension of the finance bill is the height of ignorance of one arm of government. Faram Ali was part of Azimio during campaign, but he changed to Kenya Kwanza after election because of his own personal interest. They would always say that because of the interest of my people, but we know their interest comes first. Because if I ask a simple question, how is Jalango serving the interest of the people of Langata when you go to State House? And we know very well that CDF is given to everyone, and legislation is happening at the National Assembly where you can push for things in your constituency. So it's all about personal interest. But then the response to Faram Ali from Miguna Miguna is the one I'm focusing on. And as we continue with this discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. Now, the reality is that Miguna Miguna is one man who has supported William Ruto throughout the campaign, to the election, and as of now. He's doing so by fighting the Azimio side, especially focusing on Raila and the leadership, including Uhuru Kenyatta. We know his beef with Uhuru Kenyatta. It was the illegal deportation. And the frustration he has gone through. But it's one man who will, to some extent, speak his mind. You can't box Miguna Miguna somewhere for a long time without speaking. Even to William Ruto has been at one point coming out and telling the truth. So the truth here is that there is not that fully way of saying that the three arms of government are functioning independently completely. It's not so. Faraman is among the people who will tell the king he's okay when he's just naked in public. But Miguna Miguna is telling him that it's either you don't understand the law or you are a sycophant. So the reality is that he is playing a sycophantic role to William Ruto. And because these are the people who are mainly around William Samoei Ruto, how do you anticipate William Ruto to follow the law or to govern this country democratically? It cannot work that way, because the work of National Assembly is to make the law, it is to amend the law, and after doing so, then the president will just sign. That's exactly, once they sign, it becomes operational. But then we have judiciary here. Their work is to interpret that law. To some point, if they will make a law that is against the Constitution, or that is in fight with the Constitution, the judiciary also have a mandate to stop it. They can render it null and void. So there's no issue of working in vacuum. If it can be that way, then it is easy for Kenya to turn into a dictatorship, because the president will always amend the law the way he wants without any proper interpretation by the court, or without being overseen by the court, then run away with it. It simply means that he can operate in the manner in which Moi was operating. Because if Moi wants to do something and he knows it is against the law, first of all he go and amend the law. And once he has amended the law, he will do what he wants. In that way, he is in line with the law. You see, that's how we were building dictatorship. He knows he has a leeway. But now with the 2020 Constitution, it has given more power to the judiciary also to exercise their power and work freely. Otherwise, if not, we will literally be in a dictatorship leadership. That's what Faramal is encouraging. But Miguna Miguna is telling him, no, it cannot be this way. And this is also a message to William Ruto. You cannot just run away with everything just because you are in executive. You have to understand that in whatever you are doing, you should be in line with the law, because there is someone to check on you. And the checkmate of judiciary, the checkmate of the executive is judiciary. The checkmate of the National Assembly is also judiciary. And because of this, judiciary should be left alone to do their work. That's the reality. So Miguna Miguna is telling Farah Maal and William Ruto, leave judiciary alone. We have seen people in the executive trying to complain about the Okiya Mtata case and how it has really cost them in terms of collecting taxes. Imagine they are focusing on collecting taxes, but they don't care about if they are following the law on what they are doing. Are they breaking the law or they are within the law? They don't care about that. What they are focusing on is we have been delayed to collect. So such people, like what Mudavadi said, need people like Farah Mali who will mislead them. And if they follow the trajectory of people like Farah Mali, a lawyer by profession, really, where are we heading to as a country? Ruto need people who can tell him the truth, the really naked truth. If not, then he will be giving more chance to Azimio la Umoja to find a reason to kick these people from power or frustrate them completely. Because if Ruto had followed the law to the letter, tell me, will he have been stopped by judiciary from operationalizing the finance bill? It will be working today. But because he was ignorant of the law, he has been stopped. And seemingly this case might go even up to a month from the time they pass the law and from the up to when the judiciary will make a determination. It will take a month. So look at that. He ignored public participation. He ignored the matters that is touching on county government. He ignored to think well about cutting people's money to put on a program or a project that they will never recover their money. The house levy, 1.5%. He has ignored too many things. The court has a duty to oversee their work. Oversight must be done. Checkmate, balance should be there. Otherwise, if it will be that everyone is working independently, tell me, we will be in a banana republic. Farah Mali is pushing for a banana republic whereby the executive will always be right on what they are doing. We will be in a lawless country, but that should never happen at all. So these are the people who are pushing for impunity. And his constituents should be asking Farah Ali some serious questions. That bill is poisonous because it is meant to collect more from people, but they are not explaining on how really people will get services. As you strangle Kenyans with the appetite to collect more money, for how long will you collect this money? And for how long Kenyans will sustain to raise this kind of taxes? Those are also the questions that are here to be dealt with. But Farah Mali cannot see this. What he sees is to make Ruto happy, to make executive happy, and in that way, he knows that his interest will be taken care of. Na saa zingine ukipata kama watu kama hawa wakianza kuongea hivi, hawa ndio watu wanakuanga wako na some cases za corruption na mambo mengine.